right, Shalom. We give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Krakwadash. Double honors to my apostle, elders, of great millstone of well. Peace and salutation, all the Aki pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This your brother Tazima Debar coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. And you see the title, basically up and coming martial law. That's what you're about to see take place here in Babylon the Great. They're preparing the stage. They're preparing all these different false flags and major events that's going to take place so they can usher in this dictatorship, man. And real quick, I just want to play a little. I'm going to jump on his on his video from to the start, and I'm going to jump a little bit around 3-minute mark so I can get the meat off of it. And I have another video right behind it, and then I want to grab some articles that show you that they're gradually trying to usher in this military police state.
I haven't read all 33,000 plus pages of H.R. 4355, but I can tell you what I did read. I started thinking about Executive Order 13603, circa Barack Obama 2011. This is scary, scary stuff. And what Biden has said prior to this day, and this bill, by the way, just got introduced about 4 hours ago at the time of the publishing. But let's put it this way. I have analyzed 13603 to death, and I think we see the long version of it. And it's scary. And I think Biden's let us know it was coming. We're going to get into all that right here on the Common Sense Show. My name is Dave Hodges. I'm the host. We're the show that's freeing America one enslaved mind at a time. And we'd invite you right now, if you've not done so, subscribe to our channel.
And through the spirit, I'm going to jump because I know he's going into his marketing part and what he want to sell his product. But I want to jump to the what he's talking about. Let's start right here.
This bill that's been introduced, and it has not passed, but this bill that was introduced would give Biden dictatorial powers over the country. And he would have the military at his disposal in violation of Posse Comitatus. I think this bill is unconstitutional on its face. There's no congressional oversight provided in this bill. This part I know. I haven't read enough of it to give you everything, and we're going to actually work on that between now and the next TV show the Doug and Dave Intel Report does. And we're going to try to find out more. But I understand the preliminaries pretty clearly. And let me just go over Executive Order 13603, and you'll be pretty well briefed on what I think is coming. One is the government seizes control and ownership of all food. They will place limits on what you can own. They'll call it anti-hoarding provisions. Also, they control all energy, all transport.
And you best believe when these UN troops get the boots on the ground in FEMA, when the Biden administration calls for a declaration of emergency declaration of however they call it, they're gonna use that, man. And you niggers, you voted for you love Barack Obama, but that's what he had in that package. Also within that package, the MOTB, what they're gradually ushering in. So real quick, it's Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed. And that's what you see in taking place, man. That's why the Lord said, woe, destruction unto them, man. Because these are unrighteous decrees that Esau Edom is writing. And basically draconian laws, man. This is what you're about to see taking place here in Babylon the Great. This is why they're going so hard with the predictive programming, all these different psyops at the schools and grocery stores and people getting popped. All these different things is to what? Take away disarm the people. This is what you're seeing taking place, man. COINTELPRO, all these different various things that he's doing. He puts this on his movie with Jason Bourne and all these other movies. He puts it on the movies what they be doing across seas. So what more so in domestic soil here in America? So they're going to do it at the same time. They're going to do it. They already got these people labeled as the domestic terrorists under the Patriot Act. So you best believe he's going to usher in these different draconian laws, man.
Everything related to the farm process, they will own. It's been nationalized if this were to pass. The other thing that we know about Executive Order 13603 is they can conscript civilian labor brigades and send them to effectively concentration camps. Don't know what the fate will be when they get there for sure.
Let's get it, because what the scriptures speak on that, man. It's Revelation 12:10. And I heard a voice saying, now is come salvation, the strength for our salvation. Salaki. 2:10. I'm tripping. Bear with me. That's Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison that you may be tried. And that's these different various re-education center, concentration camps, all these various things, these FEMA, all these things that they have in play that they're going to do, man. They did it in these various different psyops also with FEMA, because you best believe that was planned. That was planned. And they put a lot of these people in these different various concentration camps, and you never seen them again, man. And it was a lawless society out there, man. It was a civil unrest taking place out there. It's Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. And you look that word devil up, it's talking about who? It said prone to slander or slanders, accusing falsely, lining up with what? Revelation 12:10 that we just got, man. It's lining up with who, man? The accuser of thy brother. Who is that? Esau, Edom. And then it says, metaphorically, applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of Yahweh, may be said to act the part of the devil or side with him. So that's Esau, Edom, lining up with what? 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, man. And 2 Thessalonians 2nd chapter speaks on who? Esau, Edom, the one that's doing the bidding of Satan, man. So this man, Esau, Edom, is going to be doing what? Casting people into prison, which is your modern day concentration camps, which is about to be ushered out. And it says that you may be tried and you should have tribulation 10 days. And that 10 days represent a period of time, man. And it says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So you have to be faithful unto death. That's why you speaks on the martyrs within the scriptures, man. Because we have to be faithful to death, man. Just like Yahweh Shai was, man. He was a great example. So let's keep going.
But they can, the executive order 13603 says this: they can conscript people without pay of high abilities. That's slave labor, folks. Look it up, section 510. You can go to our website, put in the search term, and come up with it. It's all there. Just Google 13603. It's not 33 pages long. You can get through this pretty easily. But this is the foundation for this new martial law. But there'll be more, because times have changed in the last 11 years since Obama issued this executive order. I wrote about it many times because I was fearful the government would act on it, would be under extreme martial law, blah, 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 blah.
So I'm going to cut it short, and I want to grab another video through the Spirit, because we can clearly see that Esau, Edom is coming down with great wrath. Before that, let's grab that. This is Revelation 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down on you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time. And like we said, the devil is a man that's doing the bidding of who? Satan, man. And that's who the Edomites, man. Their work speak for itself. We don't have to go into all the accounts in history, how Esau, Edom has been genocide and Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanics, and how he destroyed the world, man. Even the other heathen nations, man. This is why you're seeing all these things that's taking place, because the Most High is moving. These prophecies are moving and popping off like popcorn, man. So within that, we know Esau, Edom know he has but a short time. Job 14:5 say he has bounds with he can't pass, man. So his time is almost up, man. So he's going to come down with this great wrath. He's going to usher in his military police state with his draconian measures, with his social credit scoring, with his universal basic income, all lining up with the MOTB. So this is what you're seeing taking place, man. And let's grab the other video.
84 is, and what the United States of America has to look forward to seeing on the streets any day now. Very, very soon. Stay tuned. All right, Rex 84, short for Readiness Exercise 1984, is a plan by the United States federal government to test their ability to detain large numbers of American citizens in case of civil unrest or national emergency. This is the description. Here's the meat of it. It says exercises similar to Rex 84 happen periodically. Read all that little stuff. It says plans for roundups of persons in the United States in times of crisis are constructed during periods of increased political repression, which is right now, such as the Palmer's Act. I can't read that other one, the thing in the way. And the McCarthy era. For example, from 1967 to 1971, the FBI kept a list of persons to be rounded up. This is martial law, y'all. Look it up for yourself. Let's go to the next one. All right, y'all, this is what the United States of America and all the elites of the world, the world militaries, what they do under their bunkers. This is what they're doing. This is why all children come up missing. This is the reason why they need DNA, plasma, pineal glands, etc. This is what they're doing. It says cyber soldiers. The United States military has bunkers, plans to merge soldiers with machines to give them superpowers, which they already...
And this is why you watch different movies with super soldiers and all these different so-called Terminator movies and things like that is putting man with machine, and they're putting it right in your face, man. Real quick. This is Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and that's talking about who? Esau Edom, the red man, Esau Edom, the other rider. And it says, and power was given to him that sat thereon. So Esau Edom has his power right now. He's in his rulership. And it says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And we see that. And he's going to take peace from the earth. This is why he has an agenda. This is why he has the Georgia Guidestones lined up, where he wants to take away, I think it's 7.6 billion people, and have it down to 500, I think around 500 million. So that's a lot of killing. And he says that they should kill one another, and there was given to him a great sword. So this is part of Esau Edom, part of his arsenal, part of his sword, which we know through the spirit. Also, his major sword is the ICBM missile, but he's going to use his sword as his military might, his police state, and to push forth the draconian measures, man. That's what you see about to take place. These super soldiers, they're going to be getting down. They're going to be getting busy. And he's about to show you that. And real quick, I wanted to grab this as well before I jump back, because all these are what? He's writing these things into law so he can usher these things out, man. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policies, he shall also cause craft to prosper in his hand. So he's coming up with these different various policies while you people are fucking in la-la land and not paying attention. Different legislations, different bills that he's writing into play so he can come down with draconian measures, man. And it says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace he shall destroy many. Because he's going to say this is for to contain the chaos. But at the same time, he's going to be doing what? He's going to be destroying all these people, man, with the sword. And he said, and by peace he shall destroy many, and he shall also stand against the prince of princes, and shall be broken without hand. And through the spirit, after all these things is taking place, even through the World War III, he's going to try to stand against Yahweh Shai. He's going to get broken without hand. But we know that at the end of the day, he's writing all these different legislations into law so he can try to usher in his police state, which is what his new world order, man.
Already have. We're getting ready to see this. It says brains connected to computers allow soldiers to control pilotless vehicles. That's airplanes, etc. Ear enhancements giving super hearing. Muscular enhancement gives them super strength. Eye tech grants binocular-like sight. Y'all, for you little thugs out there talking about you gonna pop your little 9 and your little 40 when that bad boy jam up, they gonna send you to the Lord. Believe that. You better stop being tough. Humble yourself, man, because you're not gonna be able to handle what's coming. If you love your family, you love your kids, you're gonna be smart and go bow to the Lord and ask him to protect you. Let's go to the next one.
Because we know through the spirit, Esau Edom is known for this, man. This is his MO. This is his tactics. Real quick. This is Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. And this is what you're seeing, man. They've been waiting to usher in these different legislations and bills. They was waiting on the perfect time. That's why the devil said we can't let a good crisis go to waste when it came to the Crown Royal 99, man. And it says when the morning is light, they practice it because in the power of their hand. That's why you see different various psyops taking place. Jade, Ham, Rex 84. Before they do these various things, they play it out in society and try to get the reaction. That's what they do, man. And it says, and they covered fields and take them by violence. And this is what you're about to see take place, man. When they hit these cities, when they lock these cities down, when they set up these different checkpoints, They're gonna be taking this shit by violence, man. They're gonna be going into houses, grabbing up people. All these various things about to take place in this society, man. And it says when they cover fields, they take them by violence, and houses they take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, just like on the Common Sense show. He said they're gonna have the right to come in your house, take your goods, take whatever, take you. So hey, you're not gonna have any rights in that day, man, because it's gonna be what? It's gonna be draconian measures taking place, man. Draconian measures, and it's written also, real quick. This is Second Esdras. (15) and verse. Let me see. Bear with me. Kind. This is Second Esdras Second Esdras 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction drive nigh. Which we telling you, man, through the spirit, the sword and the destruction is being drawn nigh. They about to set this thing off. Like, and it says one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hand, because we understand that they're creating the civil unrest so they can bring forth the order, man, with these police state, man. And it said there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And a man shall desire to go to a city and shall not be able. And that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see the checkpoints. You're gonna see hey, you better have the you know what, the MOTB, or you can't get through here. Or basically you're gonna be an outcast of the society. And it says for because of pride of the city, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall not have no pity upon his neighbor, but they shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. And this was coming, man. This is what's coming. The Lord is about to let all hell break loose here in Babylon the Great, man. Because you people in America, you walk with great pride, man. You don't really think that the Lord is watching what's taking place here in this wicked ass society, man. He sees all the wickedness that you damn people doing, man. You walking in great pride. You think everything's good. You don't think that the Lord is seeing all this madness, man. You out your goddamn mind, man. You out your mind. Let's jump back.
What you're looking at right now is a Chinese super soldier, okay? This is a Chinese super soldier. Now, you know, when they're not super soldiers, they can still, you know, some of them can karate, fight, and this is no racism. I love Chinese people, but let's just keep it real. A super soldier, Chinese military aid, it's a bad boy. This is what y'all gonna see in America real soon when they invade. They're already here. They're underground waiting. This is a Russian super soldier, okay? This is a Russian super soldier, as you can see. They're not playing, y'all. Do you see?
And they made it in the movies, man. It's called Red Dawn. If you not have seen it, you've watched the first one. It's like made in the 80s, kind of 90s. And who invaded first? Russia. Shot up the school. Russia invaded America. Then they made it in the late 2000s, early kind of late 2000s, probably like 2012, 2013, Red Dawn 2. And who invaded? China. So they showing you in their movies, it's called predictive programming, that these different empires, Russia and China and various other nations as well, are gonna invade Babylon the Great, man.
The type of stuff that they got, they are not playing. Look at this dude, he's souped up. All right, the moral of the story is, when these things happen, the Bible says, the Lord says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard. Now, anytime somebody comes in like a flood, that means to overwhelm and to throw down, to blitz. And when the Lord said lift up a standard, meaning they got to reach it, and they ain't going to be able to. Get ready.
Yeah, because the Lord, it's of the Lord, man. This is of the Lord. This is the Lord's movie, man. He's gonna let the Esau come down with great wrath, man, especially upon you tribes. Because you tribes are you just you're rebellious, man. This is Job chapter 19, verse 12. His troops come together and raise up their way against me, and they camp around about my tabernacle. And that's what you're about to see, man. The tabernacle represents your house. They're going to be flooding these neighborhoods, grabbing people out their houses and throwing them in the streets, man. And best believe they're going to do it in the weary of the morning. When I say when the people are very sleep, probably 3, 2 in the morning, very early. throwing you out in your food balloons and all that, man. And just grabbing you up, put you in the different concentration camps and splitting you from your families, man. They gave you different examples when with ICE started grabbing at the Issachar and various other Northern Kingdom. So they're showing you what they're going to do, man. Putting them in so-called, putting them in these different, basically there was concentration camps. Still, some of them still over there now, man. And what you think they're going to do when they really open these goddamn camps up, man? They're going to be grabbing people they're going to be grabbing all you people out of your damn neighborhoods, man. Your subdivisions, your apartments, all that shit. You best believe they got that shit. They watching, man. This is Isaiah, because he quoted it. Isaiah 59, 19. This is why we're going to need the Lord, man. Isaiah 59:19. So that it shall fill the name of Yahweh from the west and his glory from the rising for the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard, because Esau, Edom's going to come down with great wrath. Revelation 12:12. He's going to come in like a flood. He's going to come in with all these super soldiers, all these different cyborg things you see on TV. They're going to put it out here in these streets, man. He's been waiting on this, man, because he knows his time is short. So he has to try to hurry up and usher in this new world order, man. And a lot of you people, you for the picking, because you don't know what the hell's going on, man. You ain't in the mindset of really getting built up spiritually and mentally for the time of Jacob's trouble. And we talking about you Israelites, man. You in a house of folly, man. And you should be in a house of mourning, man. That's why the scriptures say folly is set in great dignity. Folly is set in great dignity, but the rich sit in low places. Who's the rich? The ones that has wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because we understand that Isaiah 33:6 is going to be the stability of our times and the strength of our salvation. And the Lord is going to lift up that standard. He's going to guide us, man. And that's what we seek and we waiting on. Even if we have to be martyrs for this truth, we understand that our works follow us, and our reward is what us getting risen up and coming back and taking this devil down with our beloved brother Yahweh Shai. So real quick, let's grab some scriptures on that. This is Zechariah 12:8. In that day shall Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And what day? This time is approaching, man. Because the enemy is going to come in like a flood, but the Most High is going to what? He's going to lift up that standard. And he says, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, man. And that's what's coming, man. The Most High is raising up Bariah Dawadah, the house of David, the mighty man. He's raising them up. You see him on the highways and hedges pushing the word, man. He's building us up spiritually and mentally before we get physically, man. Even though if some brothers have to die for this word, man, it's an honorable death, just like Yahweh Shai died for the elect and also the nation of Israel. What more so us? The servant is not greater than the master. So we understand our lot, man. We understand the times and season that we're living in. This is why you have to be occupying yourself in His word, man, and stay meditating in these scriptures, because you actually have to be mindful of the times that you're living in. And it says, in that day shall Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, and as the angel of the Lord before them. And that's what you're seeing, man. The Lord's going to lift up that standard and guide us in these last days, man. We're going to be like Superman out here, man. We're going to be getting it in, man. We're going to have fun. This is why we pray the Lord. He take not our Holy Spirit from us, man, that we endure all this hell and affliction that we're going to right now, man. The fiery trial, man. The straight gate. This is Isaiah 40 and verse 31. But they that wait upon Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai shall renew their strength. And we're going to renew our strength. We're going to get them bodies, man. We're going to get them new bodies. And we're going to get busy on these super soldiers, man. We're going to get to have fun. He said, but they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. That's why Esau, he reads these scriptures and he puts it in his animations and call them superheroes. But that's talking about who? The Israelites, man. The real superheroes, the real guys. Psalms 82:6. The scriptures say we are as gods. And it says, and they shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So that's what's coming, man. The Most High is going to grant us that those spiritual, the immortal bodies. We're gonna be Supermans, them angelic bodies. That's what we're seeking, man. We can't wait. We can't wait. Let me grab one more and I'm gonna close it out. This is Jeremiah 51 and 20. Yeah, I'll close it out on this. Jeremiah 51 and 20. And it says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee I will destroy the kingdoms. Because the Most High is going to use who? The elect men of the nation of Israel to tear this place up, man. To fuck this place up. And he says, and with thee I will break in pieces the horse and its rider. Who is the horse and its rider? Revelation 6:4, man. That horse, Esau Edom, man. He's the modern day Pharaoh. He's coming down with great wrath, man. He has the power in his hands right now. And he says, and with thee I will break in pieces the chariot and its rider, and with thee I will also break in pieces men and women, and with thee I will break in pieces old and young, because the Most High said what? Ezekiel 9:4, slay utterly old, young, women, and children. Gonna be putting them down, especially you tribes. Y'all gonna get your ass laid out. And it says, and with thee I will break in pieces the young man and his maid, and I will also break in pieces thee, the shepherd and his flock, and with thee I will break in pieces the husband and his yoke of ox, and with thee I will break in pieces captains and rulers. So we're gonna take this place down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. But before that all take place, he's gonna use Esau Edom to come down with great wrath, man. And to come down with great wrath so the Most High can do what? Lift up that standard and show his power through his men. And that's what's coming, man. So through the spirit, we see that these draconian measures are about to take place. Let's grab real quick some articles. That's what the dude was speaking on. Project Megiddo. Look, Project Megiddo was reported, researched, and written by the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation. See? Let's get it. And it says, for over 4,000 years, Megiddo, a hill in a northern Israel. Come on, that's spiritual. And it says, look, and it says, these the people that, it says, Megiddo was built to rebuild one city upon the other. A mound of hill was formed. The Hebrew word Armageddon means hill of Megiddo. And this basically, man, let's see. Let's see, because it's basically, and within this, it speaks on the people that Esau Edom is talking about grabbing up. Yeah, here you go. And it says the report was a warrant of the domestic law enforcement agents to potential for extremist criminal activity in the United States by the individual or domestic groups who attach special significance to the year 2000. The report also stated that threat posed by extremists as a result of the year 2000 and the New World Order conspiracy theories. That's why he uses that word in the end of world as prophesied in the Bible. So they know that the time is up, man. They know that the time is up. So he's going to try to come at various groups that's calling his society out for the end times, man. So you Christians, y'all ain't prepared for this, man. Y'all ain't prepared for what's about to come. And this is another one that he does. J. Helm 15 conspiracy theories. It's not a conspiracy theory. You can look it up. When they I don't know if they took it down on YouTube, where they was doing a training in Texas. This is the J. Helm 15 conspiracy theories was based on J. Helm 15 United States military training exercise, which took place in the multiple U.S. states between July 15 and July 15 and September 15, 2015. Come on, man. The exercise, which involved 1,200 personnel from 4 of the 5 branches of the U.S. military. Come on, and you watch the drill that's basically saying, I have my rights and all shit like that, what you see these people doing right now, right? And it says, and skills needed to operate overseas combat environments, including, hold on, let me jump down. In training, exercise raise concerns of generate conspiracy theories that exercise as a hostile military takeover. See, this is nothing but Esau Edom using predictive programming and at the same time ushering these different military actions that he's been working on, man. Let's jump around on this. Rex 84. One of the brothers spoke on this, see? This is real, man. Esau Edom, this is real. And this is what? This is another drill that took place. This is called, let me see, Dark Sky Training Exercise Simulate Mass Power Outage in Wisconsin. And I did a video on this years ago, and this is talking about the Dark Sky Training. This is what they're doing. And is that not talking about power outages taking place around America with different various heat waves? Come on, man. So Esau Edom is putting these things in your face because it's called predictive program, because he's about to usher these things out. This is why you have to be circumspect, redeeming the times and the season that you're living in. Ephesians 5 and 11 on down, because this is the time we're living in great judgment, man. You got to understand the wiles of this devil. He's about to push her out. He's about to push out these various draconian measures to usher in his police state, which is what his new world order, man. This is why we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We can see these things taking place, man. This is why you have to be circumspect, redeeming the times, man. So with that, apparatus our Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the Spirit, man. Just wanted to bring out how this devil's about to come down with great wrath, man. This martial law, this thing is very serious. When this thing take place, it's all hell, man. All hell is going to just take place out here. It's going to be civil unrest. It's going to be just nothing but chaos and anarchy, man. So through the Spirit and power, Yahweh Shemal Shah, apparatus you brothers was edified through the Spirit. And I want to say, call hello, Yimla, Yahweh by Shemal Shah, by Shem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostle, elders, great millstone of Ruel. Peace and salutation, all the Akim pushing his truth without righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. Krum Yasharala and Abab Babal.